Talking about streaming though, as we're there, you get me? I noticed that Spotify are trying to actively take some type of stance on removing people's music. I know that they would, in America, there was this talk about them doing it with R. Kelly or whatever. It turns out that they weren't removing his music. They were just removing him from playlists. I think that's what they're doing with drill music. Are you aware of that? But I
heard YouTube are taking down videos. I'm just gonna say this right now before we get into this conversation. Yeah. You ain't getting an opinion off me, bruv. I'm smarter than that.
What?
You ain't getting an opinion off me, bruv. I know how Twitter works. You're mad if you think I'm gonna give you an opinion on drill music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Mad.
Why?
Because this whole conversation about should it be, are we gonna be honest about whether or not it inspires violence and blah blah blah, all the rest of it. Listen, bro, I've seen the responses and I've seen the reaction to responses. I'm staying away from this.
Elaborate on that though. What do you mean responses though?
Well, people I've seen a lot of people say, yeah, shit is fucking. It does inspire young people.
Okay.
And the response to that
is trash. Oh my God. I'm sorry, do you know what's so beautiful? The fact that adults will talk. Adults will actually tell a young person what inspires them because of a singular situation, but they have no idea about young people. I find that incredible. That's like me speaking on behalf of an individual I've never spoken to, see one incident and be like, well, that's what inspires him to do all of that. That is, for me, absolute trash. And the reason why I say that is because no one can quantify against my argument. There's no way you can use
nobody's
one
actually talking. No one's talking to the people that are actually.
It's bollocks, man. I just hate. That's why.
But there's so much going on.
See the people that you
mentioned.
See the people that you mentioned. Do they have younger brothers or sisters?
I'm not sure. Okay.
I
I just saw the shitstorm and it was immediately like, yeah, I'm staying away from this conversation.
I think that is key. I think if somebody has an opinion on that, that's fair enough. I wouldn't shoot down that opinion at all, providing that they have young brothers and sisters that maybe particularly live in a certain area and that are amongst certain things, because I always say that, kind of off what Poet was saying, is that we as older people sometimes are always talking about what young people are going through and what they feel and all of these things, when really we're actually just not even listening to them.
100%. I would also say that sometimes
some will actually tell you whether they feel it is or it isn't. And I think that there are some that do believe and some that don't.
I would agree with you, but I think sometimes as an adult, sometimes you can see behaviors and have a better understanding of what that behavior represents than the person actually behaving in that way.
And then we've got to take a look at the person we're talking to. Listen, if killing just started in the past 3 years, I would be one of the advocates that say, let's get rid of drill music. I've been in the hood my whole life. My whole life, I've been seeing killing. My whole life I've seen stabbing. My whole life I've seen shooting. I've seen people get arrested. I've seen everything a million times. But drill music wasn't around when I was young. So what was the excuse then? Are we just going to get rid of drill music and people are still going to die and then we're going to try and find another excuse? Bro, we just need to...
But music has always been a part of the conversation about whether there was a link to violence and music. That's been going on before I was even listening to music. That was a big thing. In fact, that was a big thing in hip hop, as you would know, in the early 90s.
All right, so what? Did Christopher Columbus have the equivalent to 6ix9ine, and then he used to just go around to different countries and be like, "Well, I'm inspired by that fucking man I heard the other day. Let me just kill off all these people and say I fucking disgust." It is trash.
I can't talk about Christopher
fucking
Columbus,
trash.
I
I'm
don't know
tired
my
of
man.
it. I know, Chucky, but do you know what it is? The fact that people exercise this conversation and try and tell me drill music is responsible for death is a stupid argument. If I can say drill music is part of a problem, possibly. I'm never going to be against that. But we can't look at that as the root of the problem. It's quite obvious what the root of the problem is. And if we explore the root and try and get rid of the root, then everything else will die. Yeah, the drill music will fizzle out and so on and so forth. But without exploring the root, why do we care about a leaf on the tree?
Yeah,
why? I fully agree with that.
But why?
But you know what? I don't, from a lot of perspectives that I listen to, I don't think that, from what I hear a lot of the time, I don't think that people, from people that I respect anyway, never mention the music, whatever the genre is, as being the sole purpose. They always talk about it being part of it. So sometimes to get to a root, sometimes you do have to talk about all of the different parts.
Chucky,
it just so happens
I'll
to
give
be
you
one
another
of them.
genre of music. We are all aware that slow jams could potentially put you in the mood to have sex. But there's no guarantee when I play fucking, I don't know, Genuine, any more room in them jeans. The girl just goes, whoom! Do you know what? There is some room in these jeans. Jump on it. I know if the younger demographic listens to drill music, it doesn't necessarily mean violence. Listen. The people that it does, one second. The people that it does maybe promote and advocate violence within, they will get aggressive about absolutely any. That's just one stimulant. The problem is the child, the things that they're going through. We need to start looking at people as individuals, not as core groups, and say, well, that 10 group is affected by this fucking Lowski tune, so we should just get rid of Lowski. Nah, cuz, can I have people in my community looked at as individuals? Can I take a look at Benjamin, please? Can I take a look at Trevor, please? Can I take a look at the singular individual and figure out what's happening in their life? Not when they're fucking dead and we say, well, their mum wasn't around, their auntie was looking after them, she was a drug addict. Like, fuck that shit. They were listening to drill music. It's bollocks. And they were listening to drill music. It's just bollocks. And genuinely, bro, from the bottom of my heart, I am knackered and I'm tired of it because I've been a product. I've grown up in the hood and I'm so far from hood, bro. And everything was happening around me. Fam, I don't want to hear it no more. Can
I just go back to your slow jam analogy though? Like, just talking of your slow jam analogy, can't speak for anyone else. But for me personally, as you've mentioned that, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't listened to slow jams and felt like I wanted to have sex with a girl.
But and this is what I'm saying to you. Your feeling and your action are two different things. I've been so angry, I wanted to fucking kill someone. I can't now justify the death because I was angry because of something I heard. Blood, I'm not on that bollocks where I could say, for
argument's sake, driving home listening to slow jams have made me make a stop off.
But that's you. Driving when I listen to slow jams.
I'm just using your analogy.
I'm saying to you, it doesn't have to treat you as an individual, Chucky.
It's symptomatic. Look, I think if we're honest, there's a issue with there's an issue within culture of glorifying violence and celebrating materialism. Yeah, that exists, right?
I agree.
Music and art are always going to be hold a mirror up to the issues that exist within culture, right? They're always a reflection of it. So yes, right now, music and art is helping to shine a light on the glorification of violence and materialism, right? Removing the mirror doesn't fucking change the issue of the celebration of these negative things, right? All it does is it stops giving people outside of that world a fucking a view into it. So if we're honest, do you know who is more likely to become violent after listening to drill music? Kids who aren't from the hood,
of course,
and watch it and go, yeah, this is what they're doing.
I agree. Like, I
want that. See what I'm saying? Those are the kids, and that's why.
Because even when you check, when you look at,
I wasn't going to speak
when you
on
look
this,
at like some of the shows, when you look at like some of the shows that these lot are doing, the I think the people that these people feel that the music is inspiring them to do all the violence or whatever, you look in the crowd and you see like a sea full of white and Asian people and all of that, who they are not particularly accounting for being violent. So then...
So who are you really talking about? Me personally, I think it's a deep-rooted problem. They just don't want to see niggas get money. Simple. And that's how I'm just going to treat it. They just don't want to see young black boys who are 17 years old creating an avenue for themselves to make money. That's all it is. Gigs will stop. They didn't allow gigs to do a show for forever.
I heard that they arrested Fredo before a show. I don't know how true that is. The other day, he was supposed to do a festival or something like that.
And then they arrested him. Yeah. So basically what you're doing is someone's creating an avenue to get off and market a place where you don't want them. So what we do is we just throw them back in the cycle.
We need to talk about shit like that actually, because stuff like that needs to stop. If that is the case, things like that do need to stop.
It's trash. Why can't we just say Raheem Sterling's tattoo? That whole talking point and incident is trash. This drill music argument is trash. Doesn't necessarily mean there's not elements that are true, but there is a deeper problem that we are all ignoring, and that's glorified for us to forget about the deeper problem.
The music off the spot.
Of course not.
We should do all of that stuff.
Christopher Columbus is the most glorified criminal in the whole
Let me say that again. I don't think that they're actually taking it off Spotify. I think they're just removing it from playlists.
They've been taking it down from YouTube.
They're taking it off YouTube.
Taking videos down from YouTube.
30.
They want to take 60, they've taken half of them off so far.
Do you know what? But the KKK have got bare videos on YouTube that will never get taken down.
Do you know what?
They want to take 60 drill videos off, but they've taken 30 off so far.
Do you know what? They should take them off, and I'll tell you why. Because it's actually for the betterment of the people who made the videos. Because a lot of these kids are making videos that are fucking incriminating themselves into all kind of shit. So stop doing those videos
Artists have been doing
for your
that.
own good.
They have been doing that.
Yeah, no, of course,
not
but
new, man.
for your
Man have
own
been
good,
talking
stop
about-
doing those videos.
Man have been talking about all different types of stuff that they've been carrying on with.
And then in other genres, you've got bare people
I
just
think you
taking coke. Everyone's incriminating themselves, and no one cares. It's all
Do you know what?
trash.
I just think
It's
you
the
just
last
have the
thing I do. I'm
conversation
going
of
home.
letting, if you can, and you know people that are young artists and stuff like that, you just let them know that just these can be the repercussions of your actions.
Yeah.
And if you choose to go on and do it, that's up to you. But just make them aware. So, for example, if my brother wanted to get into music, he can do whatever the hell he wants. If he wants to say that I'm not going to be particularly happy if he's going to be saying in his music that he's stabbing this person and doing this and doing that. But what I will do is I'll sit down and I'll have a conversation with him about how this can affect him, and then after we've had that conversation, is for him to then turn around and say whether he wants to do it or not. Because then at least that way he has the information. What he does with the information is completely up to him.
There was a documentary on the BBC. There was a guy that used to do drill videos, and then he became a pastor. The pastor of, I think, Spac Nation, the church. So they followed his story, and he explained like how he got stabbed and how it made him change his life.
Oh, that is so trash.
They're
Oh.
trying to get like young people to basically follow in his footsteps. And it's like condemning drill music, and then saying that was the reason for him, like kind of exposing himself and advertising that he was in a gang, and that's why other people kind of attacked him. That's what he said.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that's not true, because it probably was a good story for him, but what they're doing is using that story as a representation of everybody a part of this situation. But if you go to a concert where they have drill music, like being black is the minority, that's why this whole thing is void. It's all trash, and I hate the whole planet. I'm due to leave very soon.
So Spotify's an L.
Spotify is the biggest L.
Look in the camera and tell Austin right now.
Spotify is a L for that. For that one situation there, and it doesn't matter. Spotify's an L for that. Austin, come on, Austin.
Shout out to Austin. Reply to my messages, bruv.
Come on, man.
Hey, by the way, I heard that
Let's
Ross
be honest
Clark
though,
twins,
Chucky,
the
it's a L.
president of.
That's a W. That's a W now.
Oh, what? Am I not allowed to say
Massive
that?
W.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's the. Oh, did you? Oh, you did say that. You did actually. Yeah. Oh, what? Did you know this? How you didn't tell the man them?
I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Alex. Alex is the one who's the president
Twin got a W.
of Island Records now that Darkus has moved to America. Which
Dark Horse, another W.
Right, I
That's
was
what I wanna
massively
talk about.
surprised about that actually, but that's really good, man. I'm very happy for him.
You shouldn't be massively surprised. It is of the urban division. You need to get Twin in there. You can't get anyone else. He's just been there for too long. He's seasoned. Just give him that position, please.
Yeah, I'm not saying not to give it to him. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I was just surprised, you know what I mean? But I'm very happy for him. I think it cannot be anything but a great thing for our scene. And I'm hoping that, you know, he does that position justice and he flourishes and goes on to do some amazing things, just like his brother.
Another W.
Imagine that. They're both at some point going to be presidents. Because Alec is going to be the president of something at some point. So at some point, there's going to be two twins. Well, there's going to be twins. There's going to be twins.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah. There's going to be twins that are going to be president of influential record labels. Mad. It just means that, you know, when shit hits the fan, got to go to the brothers. It's a family thing.
Fam, those are W's that make. I'm so glad we ended it there.
Yeah, man.
There was a lot
always.
of trash before.
I need to end it there too. I got to bounce.
Have you, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright,
We'll be
cool,
out by
man.
4.
Oh, this is the first time you've been back since you've married as well, isn't it?
No.
Oh, shit, okay. My bad.
And man don't really appreciate when Snips comes.
Nah, man.
I've been married a year now, you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
back since
wow.
then.
Wow, time flies, boy. Anything different?
Nah, not really.
Yeah,
Just having more fun.
yeah, I hear that.
Have a child.
Huh?
Have a child.
No, yeah, we're moving, man. We're moving at the end of the year.
Oh, you're
New York.
going abroad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you definitely going?
Yeah. Green card been approved, everything.
Sick.
Snips deserves that though.
We need to get Snips on a few more times before the end of the year then.
Man, I'll be back and forth all the time. Though. I'm still going to be running my business from
Is
here.
your guy still doing Living Proof in America as
Out
well?
there. It's not living proof.
He
but
does something else,
he,
right?
He does Back to Life.
Did
Was
you?
was you out there with Benny?
No, but I heard a lot about it though. I
Yeah,
know there was a few
he's
people.
killing it over there, man.
Yeah, I heard.
So good night. But I think we'll probably start a proper Living Proof over there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
There's
go
a couple
there.
of things in the
Wait.
pipeline, man. Like the music that I'm putting out is getting well received.
Yeah.
More so over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm starting a record label where I'm just essentially just putting my own stuff out and then eventually start putting other people's stuff out. Cool. So that's launching probably like August, September. I got a couple of records recorded for the first EP to come off of it with like, it's not in that scene that we're talking about. It's nothing to do with that scene. Like I'm done with that, like whatever the fuck you want to call it. Urban Afro trap bashment drill, whatever.
Leave us alone. We're happy here. We're not ridiculing your world.
I'm not ridiculing. I'm just saying that
Afro trap
urban pop.
Leave us black people alone, Snips. That's how we can end it, though.
Don't reach with that, bro. Like,
we can end it there, though. Now we can't say it no more.
Don't reach with that, bro. That's not what it is.